So hopefully this looks better. Wait for everybody to come back in. Hmm. Okay. Uh, Production on the fly. Okay, that's a little bit better, so I don't have to sit there and hold it and keep getting my thumb in the way. But the ladder that's usually behind me, I just moved it over and the phone's sitting on the step. So, um, yeah, today was kind of a celebratory day for me because I finally got one of my American credit cards to work in Ukraine. And when I get back home, there's one of them that I am going to cancel and move my accounts. Um, but yeah, the little no name bank that operates in my small town that works here now. Um, I had to call them and ask them if they could change their policy, and they did. I mean, it's I am impressed with that little bank, and I'm definitely proud to be part of that bank. As a co-op bank. So that being said, time for the name and shame. Um, Capital One. Um, I can't even log into the website from Ukraine because they've blocked website access. They blocked their card, so I cannot access my travel savings account, my debit card through them, or my credit card through them. And I thought, oh, big national bank, they'd be, the ones that would easily work here in Ukraine instead of my little local bank. But nope, I can't even, like I said, I can't even log into like the app to see what is going on the account. Well, if they're not going to support Ukraine, I'm not going to be a customer of theirs. You know, they're not going to let me use my money because, it's a debit card. I have a debit card through them. I have money in their account. It's my money, not a credit card. So they won't let me use my money where I am physically at. So why be part of them? So bye bye, Capital One. Sorry. Not sorry. um, but yeah, 2 weeks to straighten out something with a national bank for them to, I've been on the phone through with them, international calling to their 800 number. So I've racked up a pretty good phone bill with them. I'm betting. I'm hoping just to stick it to them a little bit. To like 3 calls and like 10 different people I've talked to for them to finally tell me, oh, you're in Ukraine. We've blocked transactions in Ukraine. Good. Thank you for finally letting me know. Even though I called them before I was leaving to tell them I was traveling to Ukraine, will I have any problems? And they said, no, you should be fine. Get here, declined. Through Apple Pay, declined. PayPal's the same way. I had a PayPal debit card set up through Apple Pay. Doesn't work here. So, I think it's great that, PayPal waived the fees for sending money to people in Ukraine. Or I should say people from Ukraine, because I still get charged a fee when people send me cash. But my PayPal account's a U.S. account. So, but they're trying. They're trying to get in here. They just need to work on it a little more. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is why I'm not live streaming around the city. I could show you downtown. I could show you the tourist attractions, Lavra, Maiden Square, stuff like that. Stuff you've all seen before, to be honest. But like you get away from the touristy area, and there's a lot of military infrastructure and places where it's forbidden to photograph. I am not that good at spotting it beforehand. I've tried it a couple times, and I've had to show people that no, it's just a video, and I'll delete it right here in front of you. There is a U.S. bank that operates here in Ukraine. I don't remember the name of it. Today was my last straw day. So if I didn't get one of my cars to work today, I was going to have to find out what bank that was, go there, and see if they could help me. Because I have been living on the cash that I brought, and it's getting a little thin. But anyways, I don't want to make the mistake of live streaming something that I shouldn't. I've done probably 10 videos walking around or out the side of a bus or something like that. In every video I've done, I've ended up having a picture of something I shouldn't. So I just made the choice not to film it and not to live stream it, because my live streams aren't worth giving that intel out if I don't have, I don't know how to say it better. But you guys know what I mean. I don't want to give out that information. But today was a good day. Went out at about 12:30. In the little afternoon. It's like, okay, I'll go find lunch somewhere. And it's like, hopped on a bus. I didn't even pay attention to the bus number, where it was going, I just hopped on a bus and rode it until I found something that looked good. And I ended up at the Kyiv Zoo. I didn't know my card was working at this point, so I didn't go in because I didn't want to, spend the cash if I didn't have to. So I walked kind of around the zoo, and then there's a park across the street from the zoo for the Polytechnic park, and walked around that, and it's a beautiful park, right in the middle of the city, main drag going right next to it, and you can't even hear the cars inside the park. And trees everywhere. They have a little playground for the kids, and but it's like you look on any side of the park, and there's at least a 5 to 9 story building, if not taller. And it's just, we didn't have that in Phoenix. It was, you had the sidewalk, and then you have the wall to somebody's backyard. Or you had a sidewalk and like a foot of green space, and then you had another sidewalk that went into apartment buildings. I don't know about some other major cities, but maybe your city's different, but the green spaces here just amaze me. Anyways, so walked around there a little bit. About 2 o'clock, I realized, oh yeah, I was headed out to go get food. I should go eat. And there was a McDonald's that said it was a 15-minute walk away. For me, that walk was half an hour. Because I walked to one end of the park and the McDonald's was at the other end of the park. So I had to walk back through the park, which was nice because there was benches all over, you could sit down. And then got out of the park and it was like business district. Lines of trees but no benches, and it's downhill, then uphill, then steps, then uphill. And it's like, oh, Kyiv's gonna kill me. Or get me in shape, one of the two, and I think it's gonna get me in shape. I'm hoping. What's that show? Oh man. Oh, The Biggest Loser. They need to do like a Kyiv edition where they bring like the Americans trying to lose weight to Kyiv and just, okay, you want groceries? The store's that way. Good luck. Oh, and you have to carry back everything you buy. So yeah, like I was watching myself on Rick's stream, or the videos he's doing, I should say, and Citibank, that's the one. But I was just looking at myself on Rick's stream and looking at myself in right now. I can see in Rick's stream or videos, my face was puffier, a little bit fatter, and can definitely tell that I'm trimming down. And that's just trying to do mundane things here in Kyiv, like go to the store, go have lunch, go meet friends for a movie. Fitter, faster, stronger. Yeah, but I can't play that, the song. Hey, Ozzy T. I'm going to indulge in my bad habit. I am sorry. It's been one heck of a day. So, from McDonald's, there was no buses on the street that I was on. So, I had to walk probably another 20 minutes. I was going to hop on the tramvai to take the tramvai home, and it's like, oh, the Marshuka's right there. It's the right number. It goes right by my house. I'll just hop on that and get home and relax and head back out later tonight. Yeah, later tonight's not happening because that Marshuka didn't go by my house. It turned off and took me back to where I started by the Kyiv Zoo. And that was the end of the line, had to get off, and I'm actually glad I made that mistake. I gotta do it with the other hand. Okay. I have to go back and scroll up sometimes because, YouTube doesn't give you much time to respond to text mess. Your guys' messages disappear really quick. And I'm dyslexic, so it's really hard for me to read it sometimes because I get the words mixed up. So it's like, But, hopped on the wrong bus to try and get home and ended up back where not back where I started because I rode the bus past the zoo to the next stop, which is the end of the line. And there is this huge, I don't know what they're called, but I call them babushka markets. It's just a bunch of old grandmas lined up and it's where all the Marshuka lines start and stop. So you just walk through this like little alleyway. There's all the Marshukas lined up on the side of the road, and then there's in this little park area in the middle. There's grandma with a bunch of fruit, and then somebody with socks, and somebody with like the beanies. And I'm going to have to go back there, and when I have time to check it out, make that just my trip for that day. um, so hop back on the Marshuka. Went back to where I got the tramway. Got on the tramway. Took the tramway home, and well, still had to walk home off the tram, but I got a little over 8,400 steps today. And if any of you count your steps or use your app to track your steps, that's a lot for an American. um, so yeah, I've been averaging about 5,000 steps a day, and I've had days where I shot up to 8,000 or so, and that's slowly been increasing the longer I'm here. It's Lost in Kyiv. That'd be great. That would be a good movie. Well, you guys also have to realize the town I come from has 76 people. Not 76,000, not 7,600, 76 people. We don't have public transportation. You want to catch a bus, you drive to Mitchell and catch a bus in Mitchell. So, yeah, I haven't seen a bus for about 10 years. Besides a school bus. So yeah, I'm having hiccups with the transit system, but I'm loving it. I mean, if you want to see Kyiv, keep like a 500 in your pocket, and have like the Uklon app for taxis or Uber or something, and just hop on a bus and go. Doesn't matter what bus, just take it and go. Get to a point where you're ready to, get back to an area you recognize, call the taxi. Usually 3-4 minutes and they're there. I've made the mistake of like setting up my trip in the apartment, and they are here waiting for me before I can even get downstairs and out of my building. So, I mean, they have a really good taxi service here. So, see, I covered the banks. I covered Capital One's and a dick. Why I'm not streaming around the city. What else was it? Oh, I'm going to have to grab the camera for this. So, I'm going to turn you guys around here. And hope you guys can see this. But, my friend was going to throw away these glasses. And, I decided to grab them. I try not to do the thumb in front of the camera thing, but I'm not a professional YouTuber. Yay. So I have 5 of those glasses. I'm going to keep one for myself, and I'm going to bring them home. I'm going to keep one for myself, and what I want to do with the other 4 is put them up for like auction. I don't know, auction, just like maybe eBay or something. But whatever someone wants to donate for them, collect that money and send it to Rick and let him put it to one of his fundraisers. So, as we're watching Rick's streams, we can have a beer together in the same glasses. um, I am trying to talk my friend here in Kyiv. If you guys saw my bunny and rabbit, I don't have. I took the pictures off to make space for stuff here. And I wish I still had it, but I'd love to show you guys the picture of the rabbit and bunny she made. Just like a little stuffed animal that has like a sweater on with a heart with blue and yellow, or the whole sweater is blue and yellow, and they're really cute. She's making those and selling those to raise money for the armed forces. And I am trying to talk her into doing a video with me to show off the bunnies, and to get it out to you guys so you can get her money. She can send you the bunnies. She sends in other little cute stuff with it that is really cool too. But that's something I'm working on. So you might see a video pop up with a girl trying to hide from the camera. That's kind of one thing that surprised me. Because, like, Rick on his show, he's really open, really friendly. Go up and, just like he's like that in person. But it kind of gives a false sense of how people in Kyiv are. They're very reserved. If they don't know you, they won't come up and say hi to you. Maybe a dobra then walking by you, but that's so. Unless you know people here, don't expect to meet new people easily. Maybe the bar scene's different in downtown, but that's not my scene, so I'm not into that. I made friends with like the wait staff at a couple of the restaurants I go to. I have a hard time not going out and ordering a bowl of borscht and and a cider, and that's my dinner. I missed it again. Okay, so it's a regional thing. Okay. Assault rabbits. Oh, one of the phrases I've been learning to say so I could talk to people is that. Oh God, I'm not gonna try and say it because I'm gonna butcher it. But it's one of the realizations I've come to in Kiev. Putin was stupid for invading Ukraine first. He should have invaded the U.S. first, because the average Ukrainian can just outdo me, and I think a lot of Americans, because my neighbor upstairs is 78 years old, has braces for both arms, and walks with basically two canes. And every day she goes out, walks around the buildings, comes back, and sits on the bench, the opposite bench that I sit on out front to rest after my walks. And tough as nails, Ukrainian babushka. I'd be scared if she was mad at me. But something else I want to share with you. I wish there was a way to reverse it so you guys could read that. Um, Basically, a pineapple tropical fruit thing, and it's not like um, the fruit, like apple juice or orange juice in the U.S. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm gonna have it in my beer glass. It's one of the things that's really surprised me here is like even like the orange juice. It tastes like you squeeze the orange yourself. If you buy regular orange juice, it's like they add sugar or something to it in the U.S. and it's a totally different flavor from the oranges you eat. So I haven't noticed CCTV babuskas, but I found the sex tunnel. No, that I won't show you. It's the secret. Oh, that's the other thing that's hilarious. Yeah, natural food and fresh air. But Taz is asking if it's too cold outside for them. I don't know if it's too cold for them, but you know, this is what I go out in with the hat. Um, I had to get rid of that other jacket. I was literally melting away in it. Um, it was just too hot for me. And walking down the street, the people in Kiev just kind of look at me like. Every once in a while, someone goes, "Holodne," like asking if I'm cold. I'm like, "Nin, meni sharko." I'm hot. But um, the high temperature today was +7, so like 42, I think, something close to like in the mid 40s maybe for us freedom unit people. But no, anything above like +2 or 3 in my other jacket, just it didn't breathe, so everything just stayed in that jacket. And I could unzip the front and let my chest breathe, but I'd get home, take the jacket off, and like wring out my arms. Own personal sauna. um, yeah, I definitely recommend visiting if you're okay with the danger, if you're okay with stairs. Oh my God, stairs. But I mean, it's very physical here. I wouldn't drive here though. Oh man, the potholes alone and seeing how traffic guides around the potholes, like somehow Ukrainians telepathically communicate, and I'm going around pothole into the other oncoming traffic. You have to wait for me, and then they just kind of it's like a zipper. Everything just and passes each other by, and I've seen 2 accidents since I've been here. I couldn't tell you why the accidents happened, but I drive in Ukraine. I just wouldn't drive in Kiev. It's what it reminds me of is like the videos I've seen of driving in India. It's just, I don't know how they do it, but somehow they do it. I saw traffic culture, but I didn't see what the full question was. Um, well, that's kind of a hard one to answer, Taz, because even the traffic culture from city to city in the U.S. is different. So what's okay in Detroit doesn't work in L.A. and what works in Seattle doesn't really work in like Phoenix. And like Phoenix, we hated the winter because the snowbirds and they drive so. No, don't go away on me. I got buses to get lost with, so I'm good there. Um, yeah, if you want a real adventure, book a taxi across downtown from like the train station to Maiden Square, and you will experience driving in Kyiv all you need to in that trip. And that trip will only cost you about 200 hryvnia. Hey, last one. Um, oh, the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is let's see if I can get it in the light. This is the pears they have available. Oh, kvass. If you like beer, get the dark kvass. If you don't like beer, get the light kvass. It tastes much better. I like the light one. So, taste test of spring pears in Kyiv. Mm. Very good. I'm gonna have to go get more of these. Um, these were 95 hryvnia per kilo. So, like a little bit over like $1.10 a pound. Oh, I already washed it. And I made sure I bit the side that didn't have the bruise. But it's it's firmer than the apple or the pears I'm used to in the U.S. But it's more like I make cider at home, so that it reminds me of the cider pears I have at home. Mm. I'm gonna put that aside because I'll sit there and eat the whole thing in front of you, and that's not nice. But I think that covers just about everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. So unless you guys have questions, I'm I'm kind of out of things to talk about today. Well, then just gonna have to come here and get a couple for yourself. Um, that's the brand of smokes I got. Smoking kills is what it says in Ukrainian. Um, 96 hryvnia per pack. So, and the other thing I found about cigarettes here is they don't have hundreds. No, they don't sell them in vending machines, but they have these little kiosks pretty much on every corner where you can get, like sodas, stuff like that, coffee, tea, cigarettes. Every single corner has like a little kiosk you can go to get cigarettes and get coffee. Like not inside the neighborhood like here. Well, they kind of do because my building has a store in the basement at the end. So, yeah, all I have to do to go shopping is walk downstairs, go to the end of the building, go into the basement, and there's a store. When was the zoo? When the zoo is open in Kyiv. I would love to shoot a video of the zoo. I don't know if I'll be able to make it when they're open because they close pretty early. They close at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm a night owl. So, I'm up till midnight, maybe one. Well, last night I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning calling banks and fighting with them and having a good phone bill racked up on 800 numbers. So, I got up at like 10 o'clock today. By the time I, did the three S's, it was almost noon. Got dressed, got ready, and I left the house at like 12:30. Walked to the bus stop, realized I forgot my Metro card. Walked back to the apartment, grabbed my Metro card, walked back to the bus stop, got on the bus, and I got to the zoo about 2 o'clock. It's like, okay, I could go to the zoo for an hour before they close, or save it for another day. And of course, I didn't know if my bank card was working or not yet, so I was kind of scared earlier today and like yesterday and the day before to spend money because I didn't know if I'd be able to access any more of my money. But I went to the store and got my pineapple juice and was able to pay for it on the card, and I'm so thankful for that. Because, yes, I know Ukrainian numbers. I know like Odnasto, Desit, or 90, 190. Yeah, I know it, but I feel bad holding up a line while I sit there and try and convert Ukrainian numbers to American numbers so I know how much cash to give them. It just takes me time, and I feel bad holding up lines. Oh, I looked away, looked back, and just in time to see the chat disappear. So, close you guys out with another thought here. Is yeah, there's been air raids. There's been times where there's missiles incoming, and I was nervous enough that I went down to the bomb shelter. But stress level has not been that bad, except for the crap from America coming, dealing with my bank, dealing with insurance companies canceling me because I checked the wrong box. And, the stuff back home has been way, way more stressful than anything here. Oh, yeah, the other thing I didn't tell you is I have two phones. I had to get a Ukrainian phone because the company I have my phone through in the US locked my phone to their service. So I couldn't even do an eSIM to have two numbers on the same cell phone. So yeah, I'm walking around with two cell phones and there was a guy selling I think it was walnuts on the corner. Um, home roasted walnuts, and yeah, I'd love to show them to you, but they didn't make it home. I don't know what happened to them. They evaporated. um, but if I get a chance to go to that babushka market tomorrow, I'll live stream from there because there's no infrastructure objects there that I can't film. So I could show you guys that, and oh, I was glad I ate before I found that, because I would have ended up buying way too much. Uh, Unfortunately, Taz, I saw your message come up on Discord, but I can't look at the picture you sent without ending the stream. So I'll get back to you on that in a little bit. Okay. But yeah, it's just really amazing place, and I'm finding it hard to not want to stay. Well, I don't know if that sounds right. Um, Unfortunately, I did not get my Type D visa before coming here to get my residency active yet. Um, I got it lined up for later to do that. But I'm sitting here thinking, okay, how can I get around that? Um, no, I'm not in Trident Discord. To be honest with you, there's so many Discords, I couldn't even tell you who I really am and not members of. So, Yeah, I'm a member on Utopia. Um, no, I'm not going to make my own Discord. No. That's a let me think about it. No. Yeah, to all you guys that have your own Discords, hats off to you because that's more hassle than I care to get myself involved with. Sorry, I'm just kind of playing here with the shadow. You know, the masked man. And if I can't go high enough. Yes, I'm silly and I know it. Anyways, I'm gonna go have my pear for dinner. Finish my pineapple juice, and I think I'm gonna pass out. See you guys tomorrow. Good night, all.